Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Harika. So there are a lot of talks actually about ChatGPT and Google. So there's something like ChatGPT gonna replace Google and Google is scared of ChatGPT and many of talks as such, right? So how much truth is there in that? Is it true or not? So that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm not just talking only the statements or something like that, but I'm gonna give you a demo which clearly shows the capabilities of each and everything, and we gonna together decide if that is true or not. So before getting into the video, if you are watching my channel for the first time, I'm Harika. I do videos on UiPath and Robocop, and recently I'm exploring a lot on ChatGPT, so you can find ChatGPT videos on my channel. So I'll put out all my learnings on my channel. I'm exploring a lot. I have already placed 7 to 8 videos on ChatGPT integration with UiPath. There is a crash course video on ChatGPT also exclusively on my channel, so you can just check it out. You can find the links of that in the description, so please do check out those videos that give you a lot of knowledge on ChatGPT. Without any ado, let's get into the video. And what I will take you through in this video is evidence based analysis, so which means we are not going to conclude so ChatGPT is better than Google or Google is better than ChatGPT in a single liner just by using one or two capabilities or comparing one or two capabilities. We are deep diving and seeing the both advantages and disadvantages of both the tools like ChatGPT and also the Google. In my opinion, Google and ChatGPT, they both are two different entities. So it's not fair to compare two different things, right? So let me just talk a little about that. So basically, Google is a search engine. It tries and retrieves to provide you the data. It retrieves the data and it will provide you based on the keywords that you give it, right? It has the internet connectivity, so it do some searching and it will give you that particular data, and it doesn't have any capability to think like a human, or it doesn't have any intelligence, right? So it cannot communicate like human. It don't have that conversational capabilities. But whereas ChatGPT, it's basically an AI based model, artificial intelligence based model. So this is actually, they have trained with lots and lots of data. Even though it doesn't have the internet connectivity, it can provide you the information. It can, if you talk something to the ChatGPT, it can understand, it can interpret, and it can give the it can do the conversation just like a human. But as it don't have the internet connectivity, its data and its response to that particular question is limited. It cannot get the information way beyond that it is trained. So let's say ChatGPT 3.5 is trained till September 2021, and if I ask any question like what are the features of iPhone 14, it cannot answer because it doesn't have the data regarding that, right? So these both are different things, both are different entities. So I don't think it's fair to compare two different entities and to give an answer that which is best. And my second point is, now I wanted to show you a demo which showcases the capabilities and also which will give us a clear idea of the responses. So let's say if I put up a question, if I put up a prompt on Google, how it will respond, whereas the same question given to ChatGPT, how it will respond. So let's check out a demo on that. So what I'm going to do here is I'll give a prompt to ChatGPT and I'll see the response from it. Okay. So the first prompt I'm going to provide is provide me 10 pointers. Okay. On how to select a proper laptop. Okay. I'm just asking this question to ChatGPT. So it's telling to determine your needs, choose the right size, check the specs, and it's giving me like a little bit detailing about it also. Consider battery life, check the display, look for good storage, keyboard and touchpad, good connectivity, build quality, read reviews, right? So these are the things that it has provided me, right? So, and also I feel like these are just random things, random 10 things, but I wanted to ask, provide me top 10 things that I should consider. So let's ask like that. We'll just check if there is some difference in the response. So it is telling, I think it's telling the, okay, fast processor, RAM, storage. I think these are different to what it has provided earlier. Little bit different, right? It haven't tell me about the processor earlier. Now it's telling, so it's good. There is some difference in the pointers. So, so what I can do, I'll just copy this whole thing and I'll ask Google. Okay, so I'll see what it will provide me. So if you see, there are no pointers, nothing. It's just giving me some links, some sites where I can go and check. Here I have to do a lot of research and all, right? So when you want something like this, my prompt is appropriate. I just want 10 pointers. I don't want links. I don't want websites where I have to go and search. So when the prompt is very much clear, this is as per the prompt. The requirement is as per the prompt, right? So it is not giving me that particular thing. And now, while text generation, this is called as text generation. Okay, so the text is generated as I need it, right? So I'll upvote ChatGPT for this point. And second thing is, let's say it is telling fast processor, look for a fast processor. So I don't know what fast processor is. So I will ask, tell me more about point 3. I didn't ask fast processor, I didn't tell it, but it is telling the processor is a crucial component that determines the speed and the performance of the system, right? So I nowhere mentioned it's a processor, but it has taken the context from the previous reply, right? So it has taken from the previous reply because it is conversational. ChatGPT is kind of conversational. It will remember. So let's say if you and me are talking together, and if you say that, where let's say if you tell me that, in certain restaurant the biryani is good. So if you don't use that restaurant name every time, right? So you will replace it with something else, like, in the restaurant you will tell the name only once, but you will replace that with a pronoun, right? So in the same way, it's just like a human, how we are doing conversation with a human. So it's the same way. So it remembers the previous conversation and it replies based on that. So this is perfect. It didn't tell that, it doesn't know the information or something as such, but it has picked the right thing. I have asked it about the processor and it has replied me about the processor. This is perfect. But if you do the same thing with Google, it will not give you that information. So first thing, this is good at text generation, this is good at conversation. Okay, so these two things ChatGPT is very good at. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is, um, let's say if you wanted to get some code, okay, some information about the code. So how you can get that using ChatGPT? Let me just frame one question here. How to, or provide me code for how to extract value from XML in UiPath. Okay, so so it is showing me an example. Let's say this is an XML. So if you see, it is providing me with an example. Let's say if this is your XML, if this is how your XML looks like. To extract the age, first we need to use the read text file, then deserialize. And here is a UiPath workflow implementation, looks like this. Perfect, right? So it is giving me every step. And look at this, it is giving me the code also. You can just, what you can do, you can just copy this code. This is perfect. This is just like how we will write in the studio. Just copy this code and give it in the assign activity. Trust me, it really works, because as per the XML nodes that it has provided, it is inside the employee and age, right? So if you see here, it's inside employee and age. So this is super perfect. This is what, as a human we would explain if someone asks a question, right? So this is super perfect. So in this point also I would upvote chat gpt. So let's say if I'm asking the same question for Google, it will provide me maybe forum or maybe um uh, Wikipedia or some sites, some links where you have to go and do the things. So this is providing me this information coming from Excel cult. So some YouTube videos it is providing, some UiPath forum it is providing. So no, I don't want all that. So this much is very pretty much simple and to the point, right? So this is how it will help you to do the coding, to improve your coding, and also this is very to the point. So it will reduce a lot of time waste checking around those particular things, right? So yes, this is also very perfect. So I'll upload ChatGPT for this. So now we have seen how ChatGPT responds for a particular prompt versus how Google will do that, right? So here we can understand that ChatGPT is more conversational. It's more like, if you're asking a prompt, it is responding like how you want it. It is more kind of human kind of response. So conversational wise, I feel ChatGPT is good, and there are many other capabilities of ChatGPT, like it is good for sentiment analysis. It is I'm gonna upvote it for sentiment analysis, because whenever you wanted to analyze a particular feedback or a review, ChatGPT is good at giving that particular review. It will analyze, not just by looking at the keywords, but actually understanding the content of that particular text. So it will actually understand, and based on that it will respond. Okay, so it is very good when compared to Google on doing this classification, which is called a sentiment analysis. And I will also upvote it for being conversational, because I don't have to start the conversation from the beginning every time I ask the question. So it is remembering the previous prompt and it is responding to me accordingly. So I will upvote it for being conversational. And also text generation, when I'm asking a question, so to put it up in a pointers, or to give me a paragraph or give me a table. So this is very good at text generation and as well as text completion. So the other capability of ChatGPT is translation. So it can be translating or summarizing, right? So whenever I ask the ChatGPT to translate, I have practically done a demo. I have took some paragraph or a text and I translated by myself by pasting that in ChatGPT and also in the Google Translate. So the responses that I'm happy with Google Translate much better than ChatGPT. So Google Translate is a powerful translation service that will translate the text and the speech that you provide into multiple different languages. So I will upvote Google for good translation services that it has. As we all know, Google has a personalization. So let's say if you have a Google account, so it has the vast information of the data of that particular user. So it knows based on your search history, location and other factors, it knows what you like. So it can provide you the personalized results, which cannot be done in case of ChatGPT as of now. So we also know about Google Ads, which is widely used to target ads which are specific for the user. So let's say if I wanted to buy a house and if I am searching regarding that, so it will provide me ads which are related to that, so which is actually useful sometimes, right? So I feel that this is also something which is specific to Google Ads. So like this, it has many more, like it has email, cloud storage, docs, slides, sheets, and many asset services that are provided by the Google. So here I want to summarize this video. Firstly, I don't see there is anything common in between Google and ChatGPT. They both are two different and unique entities. And secondly, Google has way more features that are different from ChatGPT, right? We have just discussed about all the different features that Google has. So both have their own capabilities, advantages and disadvantages. So instead of comparing these two different and unique entities, let's analyze our requirements. Let's try to choose a particular entity for our requirement, and so that if we choose that based on our need, you can utilize it to the fullest. You can get the best response out of it based on your need, right? So let's try to do that. Let's try to utilize the right entity for our need, so that we can utilize it to the fullest. So this is my opinion. I don't think Google will be replaced by ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will keep growing, and Google will also be growing and giving its services for us to utilize. So this is my opinion, and if you find anything different, or if you have any other point that want me to know and other people to know, do let me know in the comments, and I would definitely love to hear from you. I hope you found this video useful. If so, please do like the video and also subscribe to my channel for many more videos like this. And I'm going to make a video on how you can earn passive income. There are many ways that you can earn passive income by using ChatGPT, and many people have already started doing those, right? So if you wanted to learn, I'll release the video soon. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will get the video as soon as I upload it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.